Hello student, this is analytical chemistry lecture, chapter 3 gas chromatography. In our previous lecture, we have discussed about the working principle of gas chromatography and columns used in gas chromatography, that is open tubular columns and capillary columns that I have already discussed with you. Now the next instrumentation part of gas chromatography is detectors. There are number of detectors are used in gas chromatography. That will be depends on the mobile phase, which mobile phase you have used, and then you can decide the detector for the gas chromatography. Now let us discuss one by one. So first detector is mostly used, that is thermal conductivity detector. Shortly we can say TCD detector. The original gas detector was a thermal conductivity or hot wire detector. As gas is passed over the heated filament wire, the temperature and the resistance of the wire will be changes according to the thermal conductivity principle. So this is schematic representation of TCD detector. So this detector working as a Western bridge circuit. So here will be a heating wire, that filament. Here inlet and outlet on both sides. So this is a reference side and this is a sample side. In the reference side, a pure carrier gas passes through the inlet and it passes through this over this filament and come out and come out, and this side the carrier gas or mobile gas along with sample, or we can say effluent coming from the column, that will pass this inlet and pass over this heated filament, and then this is outlet. So this is depend on the conductivity of the gas. This will be changes the resistance of this wire, and here the resistance difference between these two, reference and sample side, that will indicate the presence of sample, that will send a signal to the readout device. So it is very simple principle. So typically it is deployed in the reference configuration. The pure carrier gas passes over the one filament and effluent gas coming from the column is passed over the another filament. These filaments are in opposite arm of the Western bridge circuit that generate the voltage as the resistance of sensing filament is changes. So long there is only mobile gas or carrier gas is in the effluent, the resistance of the wire will be the same, but whenever the sample component is coming with effluent, a small resistance change will occur in the sample side of the detector. The change in the resistance, which is proportional to the concentration of the sample component present in the effluent along with the carrier gas, is registered by a data system or recorded system. The TCD is particularly useful for the analysis of gaseous mixture and permanent gases such as carbon dioxide. There will be the several advantages for this detector. This is easily set up and easy to use. Approximately equal responses for most of the samples. Their data responses are accurate and reproducible. These are the advantages of the thermal conductivity detector. So next detector will be FID, that means flame ionization detector. Shortly we called as this detector is FID detector. This forms of the basis of extremely sensitive detector, the flame ionization detector. The effluent coming from the column is mixed with H2 and O2. The H2 is used for flame and O2 is help to burning the flame. Organic compound burning in the flame produces ions. The ions are measured or collected by opposite pair of the electrodes, and that will record the current. The response or number of ions collected depend on the number of carbon atom present in the sample and oxidation state of the carbon. Those atoms that are completely oxidized do not ionize, and compound with a greatest number of low oxidation state carbon produces largest signal. This detector gives excellent selectivity, permitting the measurement of a component in part per billion concentration range. The schematic representation of FID detector is, so this is the flame. This H2 gas is used as a fuel for this purpose. So carrier gas passing from this side, it emerges up to the flame. Here we have used air or oxygen for burning purpose. Here is a detector, ion collector for electrodes. Here the ionization is taking place and the respective ions are moved to the positive and negative electrode, produce a current, and this current is proportional to the number of sample present in the carrier gas. So this is about the FID detector. Third number of detector generally used in gas chromatography is beta ray or argon ionization detector or gas ionization detector we can say. In beta ray argon ionization detector, the sample is ionized by bombardment or exposure with the beta rays from the radioactive sources. For example, strontium. The carrier gas is argon and the argon is excited to a metastable state by a beta radiation or beta particle. This excited argon gas having energy 11.5 electron volt, which is greater than the ionization potential of most of organic compound, and hence molecules are easily ionized when it collides with the excited argon atom or argon gas. The ions are detected in the same manner as a flame ionization detector. That means ions will be generated and these ions will move to the respective electrode and current will be generated, and this current is proportional to the amount of sample present in your carrier gas. This detector is about 300 times more sensitive than thermal conductivity detector. Generally, helium ionization detector operated on the same principle, except that helium instead of argon is used in this detector. So next, fourth detector is used generally in gas chromatography is electron capture detector. In electron capture detector, we can say ECD is extremely sensitive for the compounds that contain electronegative atoms, and it is selectively for this. It is similarly designed to a beta rays detector, except that nitrogen and methane doped with argon gas is used as a carrier gas. These gases have low excitation energy as compared to argon, and only compounds that have high electron affinity are ionized by capturing the electron. Many ECD operates with a helium as a carrier gas, using nitrogen as makeup gas in the detector. The detector cathode consists of metal foil impregnated with the beta emitting element, that means electron, usually titanium or nickel 63. The former isotopes give a greater sensitivity than the latter, but it has a upper temperature limit 220 degree because of losses of titanium at high temperature. Nickel 63 can be used routinely up to the temperature 350 degrees Celsius. The schematic representation of electron capture detector. Here carrier gas inlet. Now the gas along with sample is coming through this ECD detector, and this is carrier gas outlet goes to the waste. Here anode is there and cathode is there. This cathode create the electron emitted, and this electron passing to the anode. Along this carrier gas, and the easily electronegative atom can capture this electron and easily ionize, and then it goes to the respective electrode. So that will produce the current, and this current is proportional to the amount of sample present in your carrier gas. So this is about ECD detector. Nickel is easier to clean than the titanium. These radioactive sources inevitably acquire the surface film, decreases the beta emission or electron emission, hence the sensitivity. The beta sources are used in the sealed safety regions. The cell is normally polarized with applied potential and electron. Electron means beta rays emitted from the sources at the cathode strike gases the molecule, causing electron to be released. So beta ray means electron. The resulting cascade thermal electron is attracted to the anode, towards anode, and establishing a standing current. When compound passing through the path, the electron affinity is introduced into the cell. It captures the electron and to create a negative ions. Such negative ions are much larger than the electron and have a mobility of electric field about 1 lakh times less than the electron. Thus the analyte passing through the ECD detector by decreasing standing current, and this decreasing standing current is proportional to the amount of analyte is present in a sample. Relatively few compounds shows a significant electron negativity, and so the electron capture is quite selective detector. It is not used as a universal detector. So ECD is widely used generally for pesticides, polychlorinated biphenyl compounds, because it contains the electron affinity, negative electron affinity groups, and very low sensitivity hydrocarbons other than aromatic. Many analyte interests are not directly detectable by ECD, but it may be determined by preparing appropriate derivative also. Most of biological compound, for example, it possesses a low electron affinity, that is steroids, cholesterol, that can be determined as a chloroacetate derivative by preparing chloroacetate derivative. This is about detector. Here we stop the lecture. In next lecture we will see the column efficiency in gas chromatography. Thank you.